Hello everyone, welcome to Harv's World, where we are back on Elmcreek, and today it's Caveman's turn, as I'm sure you figured out. It's Caveman's turn to set up his farm. We're doing some communal farming, community farming, whatever you want to call it. We're farming together. SharCo set up his sheep farm last time. I set up a small farm the time before that. This time, Caveman is going to be on it like a carb on it. He's actually got a plan. SharCo and I just kind of said, let's kind of do this, a little bit of that. SharCo, or Caveman, has a plan, and we are headed over to see what he's up to. And as we pull into an area you probably all know pretty well at this point, Caveman's here to meet us. This is where he wants to go, but let me say hello to everybody. Eric Kuntz, Cole Stillings, Justin Surback, Hammer 4777, Sparky James. How you doing, guys? Hope everybody's having a good week. We're just about over the hump. So close to being over the hump. Fingers crossed. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely ready for the hump to go bye-bye. And, oh, I know what happened. Don't pay attention to what I do next. I forgot to log in as admin.
Whoops.
Watch me not get the password right. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Let me double check that real quick. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I'm apparently there we go. There, that's better. Mr. Surback, welcome to the green machine. Actually, you're red. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
He's a member of the Grateful Red. Good to have you with us. Got your stitches out today. Awesome, Sparky. Gary Robertson, how are you doing? When autoloader hits, things will change. You know, that's true, but I do have to say that physics are better now. They're not perfect, I'm not going to say that, but they are better. I haven't had nearly as much trouble handling pallets, although I haven't tried wood yet. A couple quick announcements as we get started here, guys. Our Christmas meter up at the top says 1977. $30 came in last stream for super chats that I have not added to that. The super chats don't get added. It's only when you donate directly through Streamlabs. So we are over $2,000. You guys are amazing. $2,000 to help families in need at Christmas time. We got 12 days to go. The other thing that I want to bring up, I've already added this in, but one David Smith who just dropped in, he was one of our winners during the 5K stream of the copy of FS22. Mr. Smith decided that he would rather that money go to help the families in need for Christmas. So $50 has been added to our total that you can see on screen for the copy that David Smith won. That was very kind and generous of him to do that. So thank you very much for that, David. The other thing is, guys, and I need you to do this for me. Keep Kevin Perlinsky in your thoughts and prayers. He contacted me, texted me the other day, and showed me a picture of a pickup truck that he's lucky to have walked away from. He was in a very bad accident on Sunday, several broken bones, and he is recovering and is in good spirits. But keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Kevin is one of our moderators. He's been a really strong supporter of the channel, and I consider him a good friend at this point. So, announcements out of the way. Let's get this ball rolling.
All righty.
Eric, maybe on Friday, Caveman and I will do an impromptu stream, and we'll get back on PVU. Eric, if you're having a birthday, we could do that as a birthday present for you. How about that, bud? You've been a strong supporter for a long time now, also. So let me catch up. Easy Rider, how you doing, bud? Gary Robertson, I think I caught you coming in. James, yes. And was SharCo driving? I don't think SharCo lives near Pennsylvania, so I don't think that's an issue. But anyway, today's the day. Caveman's setting up his farm. He's got a big plan, and SharCo found something in the shop that he really wants to buy, even though he doesn't have the money for it. He's going to take out a loan, and I will show that to you real quick. The used vehicles thing that Giants has added is a great addition. And this Valtra Valmet 8750, look at that, 66% off. It's a 190 horsepower tractor, and SharCo really, really wants it. So he's going to pick up that thing today. But now, let's turn things over. Oh, and say hi, guys. SharCo, Caveman.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
With that said, turn things over to Caveman and tell us your plan.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off here by buying what is the starter farm on this map. So, just bought that. Then, time to spend some money.
I thought that was spending money.
Oh, no. I haven't started spending money yet.
Oh, okay.
James. Tractor here. Got the little Case Maxim series. Basically cranked all the way up.
Let me have that tractor, SharCo. I'm actually going to do something with it. I'm gonna head for the shop while Caveman does all his buying.
I'll meet you over there.
Well, Sparky brings up a good point. Maybe we should pick up that rock collector.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I bought my tractor. Gonna buy myself a mower.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see here. Need a baler. Gonna get the baler wrapper combo.
Oh, you're spending big bucks out of the gate. James.
I told you I won't plan around.
I know. I know. James Tansley, welcome to the stream. Lag spike.
I think I saw this subsoiler here under used. I'm gonna buy that.
Holy shnikes, Batman.
Let's see. One more thing I need to pick. I need to lease. Because you can't create fields with a subsoiler, so I need to lease a plow.
Well, I'm going to turn in one of my fence while we're doing all this.
That's just because I bought my tractor, so. It sounds actually quite rough. Not rough, but like deep.
Okay, so.
Well, look who's here. Jonathan Bear. Good to have you back, my friend. Nice to see you with us again. I'm returning one of these little Fent favorites because I decided I wanted to pick up a tractor today too, although it's going to be a lease. I'm not nearly as bold as Caveman, which means I need to switch back over to my own farm.
Yeah, SharCo, can you grab the subsoiler and the plow, please?
Yep,
Thank
I can
you.
do that.
Well, I'm going to have a tractor here in just a second, so I can grab one of them. I decided, since Giants was kind enough to include this, that I wanted to grab a 7250. I still think this is the best deal in tractors for farm sim. So, Harvest Farm is leasing this bad boy. That'll give us a little bit of extra power when we need it. Yeah, absolutely, Jonathan. You used to be one of those guys that was like 90 minutes out. You're like, 90 minutes? We're going to start in 90 minutes. I can't wait. Listen to that beast purr. Oh, yeah.
And this tractor's not the fastest, but it's still not slow.
It's a pretty solid tractor. I've used it quite a bit on just figuring out the ins and outs of the game, and it's pretty nice.
The one you're driving or the Voltra?
Belgium.
Um,
Yeah, that's what I said.
you have there's a cultivator that you can make fields with. I know that there's a mod that is a cultivator field creator mod that is available now. But we're doing this pretty much unmodded. The only things that we have added are stuff that Giants dropped on the first day that are obviously, like this tractor is technically a mod, but it's from Giants and should have been included in the base game. I just don't think they got it there in time.
Okay, man, want me to start plowing under the cotton field?
Yes, if you want to do that, go right ahead.
Oh man, working on a rock wall? Wow. Oh, absolutely, Sparky. I did have 2 fence, and I still have 1 fent least. This one here. But, yeah, definitely working toward the big fent, as Harv always is. Okay, what are we doing? What are we merging, Caveman? Or do you want to do the merging?
I mean, if you want to do it, you can, or I can do it.
Oh, let me give it a whirl.
Okay, well, the field 45 and 46, I'm going to merge those 2. And I'm also want to take the field width all the way up towards the road as far as you can go to the property line.
Are you sure that they're mergeable? Yeah, they look like they probably are.
90% sure. And while you do that, I'll go ahead and pick up what I forgot to pick up because I forgot. I forgot to get my front loader.
That's not good. Yep, they're letting me plow out this gravel road.
Good. So pick up my front loader and my pallet fork.
Interesting, my tractor starts in gear 3.
Op,
From a dead stop.
miss. What's the good word, man? And you're not trying to keep any of the crops or anything over here, right?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Good, because I just plowed through them.
Cool.
Yeah, we definitely do need a rock collector.
How much is that rock collector? The one that's, oh, that's the one that we had leased. Okay, so you want to extend all the way up to the road, is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Not to that fence line there, but to the road itself. I don't want to go any further towards that fence than it already is.
Okay, I inched you toward the fence a little bit, I have to be honest with you. But not by much, it was just to keep the edge straight.
Okay. Almost forgot to pick up a weight. Gotta need a weight.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit tricky getting too close to the road. I've already hit a spot that I can't touch.
I know you can't go all the way to the road. It's about 2 tractor widths away from the roads where it kind of gets steady.
Well, this cotton field's taking no time to plow under.
I am not getting... nothing's allowing me to plow right here. Well, let me see what's happened. Maybe... Let me double check something real quick. Oh, for some reason the field creation turned itself off.
Yeah, we need lime. We're gonna need a little bit of lime.
I was gonna say, there's still lime down at my farm.
And there's that lime fill point. The problem is,
I forgot about that.
yeah, remember, I'm the one who ends up paying for all the lime.
Yeah, I was saying, just go down to my farm and picked up a little bit of lime that's left down there.
Oh, Optimus, you have me wondering what you're up to, man. I did, James. I already did some creating fields. It shut itself off for some reason. Yeah, James, this is the third one we're setting up. The first stream we did my farm, the next one we did SharCo's, and then today it's all about Caveman.
You can actually take it all the way to the gravel right there if you want. Until
All
get
the
that,
all
it
the
won't
way
let
out.
you do anything. Yeah, you can take it all the way to the gravel. Or it won't
That's
let you take it all the way to the gravel.
nope. That's as close as I could get.
Well, I guess that's good enough then.
Except for one little dinky patch right there that it said, no, this part's okay, but you can get over it if you think you're doing anything more than that.
Okay, it's to left lime. Oh, we can fertilize first. That's not gonna hurt anything.
It's not going to hurt anything.
SharCo's about done cultivating that field, ain't he?
Apparently there's spots that I missed, so I have to go back over it.
Actually, this one field looks like it's got lime on it already.
I'm only gonna need lime where we're plowing. And while I'm thinking about it, let's see if there's any buildings I can destroy.
I wouldn't destroy them.
Oh, he can fix it. Caveman can fix anything.
Demolish? Why can't I demolish you?
What are you trying to demolish?
The one in the back near the property line, the one that has
That-
no function.
That one you should be able to sell.
I go to click decoration, value 0, age 0. There is no nothing. Am I not farm manager on my own bloody farm?
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I am. I get rid of it.
See if I can get rid of it for you.
I want a bigger plow.
Plows are big. Or horsepower intensive.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. I still want a
Actually,
bigger
is there
one
any-
though.
Is there a bigger plow? Oh, there is a bigger plow.
Yeah, there are bigger plows. I just didn't know if we had horsepower to do it or not when I leased it.
Oh, we do now.
Blame SharCo. Wait, SharCo said he would not break it. He breaks everything. Poor
What did not break?
Poor SharCo. I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go lease this rock picker because I know we're gonna need it.
Matthew Albert, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. We are building Caveman's farm today. He's got a plan.
Apparently I'm missing spots, but I can't see in the field where the heck I've missed them. Like, I can see the rest of the field, but not the other end.
I can.
No, I can see here, but apparently, like, on the other side of the field, there's still stuff I missed.
SharCo has not mastered the art of looking at his map and driving to the spot that he needs to correct.
No, I have not.
And
No, he definitely has not.
I live for that. It's like been my saving grace so many times.
Stone picker.
Well, it's in the sale menu, the rock picker.
I'm just leasing it.
Okay.
Leasing until next spring when you have more money.
How much is the one in the sale menu? Probably not that much off, right?
Yeah,
It's 21% off. It's 40,000.
Okay.
and not enough for me to want to buy it right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's still
was
pretty expensive.
I was thinking that I might pick it up, but not for that price.
No.
It's a shame you can't lease the previously leased equipment and keep driving that price down.
Mhm. Well, the Fent is 5% off the one you just returned.
5?
It's 5% off.
5%. Because
Yes.
that's going to do me a lot of freaking good.
Who's gonna buy a tractor that's 5%?
You know what I miss? I miss the Lizard 6M.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You hear that, modders? We want the Lizard 6M. Somebody was asking about if you buy the game on Xbox, can you play it on PC? I don't know.
No. I can tell you right now, it's a no. They do make you buy a separate one though.
Although Giants did say today that they have already sold 1.5 million copies of this game. That means they've made somewhere between $90,000 and $100,000 US off of Farm Sim. They should be set from now until the next version comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
If they're not, they are not investing their money well.
No, they are not.
SharCo,
Mm-hmm.
the edge that butts up to the parking lot, just run a pass down that edge and you should have that whole field.
Yeah, I realize that.
Well, it's not a
The
1050, Jonathan. It's a Fent favorite that I just returned that I'd leased for a few days. But Rob says he hooked me up by extensively testing the 1050 and it's good to go. So
When I start subsoiling this field,
Go for it.
subsoiling or cultivating?
It's a subsoiler. It's
Oh yes, of course. I understand now. Never mind. My mistake.
it's just a lot faster than Harv trying to do the whole field.
yeah.
So,
Well, that I only actually leased that to do the expansion on the field.
mhm.
Right. I'm not doing the whole field. I'm just working on the spots that need expanded.
If I could have got rid of that building right there that it won't let me get rid of, I would have been expanding this field back here too. But
Hey, I got a question for our studio audience that joins other streams from time to time. Have you guys seen Bradley Powell around anywhere? Where'd that guy go? Caveman and I were his bestest friends in the world.
Yeah, where is Bradley?
And he won a spot to play with us, and since that stream, he hasn't been around. So, Bradley, if you're out there,
you did win something.
yes, you did. Okay. The edges of your field are not going to be picture perfect, Caveman, but we do not have GPS at the moment, so you know
As
what
long as it's halfway close.
it's halfway close. I'd say it's like 80% close.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, me neither, Gary. I figured he was dropping into somebody else's stream at this point. He's such a big gaming guy. It's kind of surprised that he hasn't been around somewhere. Well, I know Bradley was very disappointed that he didn't win a copy of FS22. And maybe he just decided if he couldn't play, he was going to just take some time off until he could.
Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did hear through the grapevine. No, I can't say that. Never mind. I can't say because he might actually watch the stream later and then I would be giving away something. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Disregard. And those of you who are dropping in fresh and new, I want to put this back out again. That's true. If Caveman wants it to be that perfect, he can go back and paint the edges in. Kevin Perlinsky, our moderator, who's usually here just about for every stream, let's be honest. He was in a very bad car accident on Sunday. In fact, we commented during the stream, hey, where's Kevin? It's not like him to miss a stream, you know. Well, he reached out to me and let me know. He actually sent me a picture of his pickup truck. And I'll tell you guys, he's lucky to have walked away from it. He's got several broken bones. He's on the mend, and his spirits are good. But he said it was okay to let everybody know what happened, and so keep him in your thoughts and prayers. I'm sure his wife, Karen, is terribly worried about him, and it's a crappy time of year for something like that to happen. Caveman saw the picture.
Oh, yeah. He was lucky to walk away from that one. Very lucky to walk away from that one.
Okay, I think this is it for your field, Caveman. Do you need anything plowed out anywhere else?
I mean, if you want to try to put some sort of halfway decent expansion on that little field in the back, be my guest. If you don't worry about it.
You talking about the one over here on the side?
Yeah, that little tiny one back there. If you think you can get a halfway decent expansion on it, yeah, go for it. If not, don't worry about it.
I mean, I can stretch it out. There just isn't a whole. I mean, it probably increase it by a third if I push it out to the gravel. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Swede, how are you doing, man? Petition for Harv to buy Bradley FS22. And the crowd goes dead silent. Staff Sergeant
I generally
Medical
think everybody knows that he won a place to play with us, and they just want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Staff Sergeant Medical Corps retired UK military. That's quite a handle, my friend. Good evening, Staff Sergeant. I hope that's sufficient. Anyway, something has happened to my... There, that's better. I'm glad the tutorials were very helpful. Everybody's struggling with the helpers right now, so don't feel bad. Nobody really quite knows everything about them yet. And supposedly, from what I've heard, they kind of... And I'm getting some funky lag spikes here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Ghost Pepper. Well wishes to you, bud. And everybody.
Yeah, well wishes to you and everybody else out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much damage you want me to do to this road over here, so I'm going to try to avoid it a little bit.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if you didn't take my roads out.
Well, I caught an edge of one. It couldn't be helped.
Hey, you didn't take it all the way out, did you?
No.
Oh, you're doing fine.
I just chased
You did a better job than I would do.
I just chased a deer off your property.
Pesky deers.
Pesky deers. Blame SharCo. Hello from hello Central Ohio. Mike Hamilton, how you doing, bud? Hello back from northwestern Nevada. Well, I guess technically we could be in Ohio on this map. It's supposedly a Midwest map, so. Although I'll be honest with you, that red barn right there doesn't look much like an American barn at all. It's a very European barn. Sorry, Giants.
It's a little too small to be American.
Yeah, way too small to be American.
I was trying to be halfway nice.
AJJ, welcome to Harv's World. Thank you for subscribing, bud.
I was gonna say most barns are also brown.
Yeah, we have red ones around here.
I have red ones too, but I see more brown ones than anything else.
Most of the time, if you see a brown one around here, it's because the paint's come off of it.
It's too narrow and has too high a pitched roof. American barns are squat, fat, and have more rounded roofs on them. I mean, they're pitched, but
Nowhere near that.
Not at that steep angle. Let's see here. Sir Terminus, thanks for your help in FS19 as well as 22. You're a lifesaver. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much, man. Feel free to drop into the Discord. It's always free, and there are plenty of people there to answer any questions you might have. So, keep that in mind as well. From one noob to another. We're all noobs at some point. All of us.
Oh, yeah.
Even when we don't want to admit it.
Well, I'd still say I'm pretty noobish at 22. New stuff, you have to relearn it.
Since I started working full time, the learning curve has been steep at work, and the time commitment to learn everything I need to know about 22 hasn't quite been available as much as I wish it were. But I'm getting there. I am getting there. It might be Staff Sergeant. It might be a Polish barn. I mean, you know, we do have a mix. Like, one of my favorite things in the world, and I've never seen any of those things, are amazing. I've shown them to everybody who will listen, who can mod, and everybody's threatened to build one, and nobody has yet, so. And I'm not talking to you, Caveman.
You sure about that?
I almost thought I had Missy B on the hook to build one at one point. And then it never materialized. Believe it or not.
I've never seen one.
Oh, I could pull up a picture of one real quick.
No, I mean, I've seen a picture of one, but I've never seen one in person.
Oh, I used to, when I was living in Indiana here recently, I would go to visit, or help my uncle actually. He was restoring old tractors and he needed a hand once in a while. The guy's in his 70s and still going out to his shop every day to work on tractors. But I would drive by one every time I drove over to their house. Fabulous.
I'd say that barn over there that has the oil pits in it, I'd say is more American.
Well, anymore.
You mean the shed?
Yeah, the shed.
None of these barns are extremely American. Because
I can see though that shed being a thing. Like I can actually see someone in real life owning that shed.
Man, maybe.
It wouldn't be common, I can guarantee you that much, but
Alright, Caveman, I think all the plowing is officially done.
Yeah, I'm not collecting all these rocks myself. I'm gonna let a worker do that.
Let's see. Over 80 hours in and still learning about 22. Rob, wow. Oh, I cut out. My apologies. I was talking about round.
You're cutting out again.
yeah.
Am I? What the
Every
heck is
time
going
you go
on?
talking about the round barn, you start cutting out.
Apparent.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sir Terminus. Very much appreciate the donation. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to seeing you on Discord, man.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready to fertilize? Fertilizer's okay. We just can't do lime yet.
Yeah, we're ready to fertilize anytime you're ready to go.
I'll throw fertilizer on these and then I'll empty and go fill up with lime. Yeah, I picked up on that. Maybe I'm just too far away from the mic today. I don't know. I didn't think I'm any farther away, but something could be getting weird.
Yeah, it could be a change in humidity.
Could be. I also can't hook up to the spreader right now for some reason. Hook. Thank you.
You weren't spot on, Harv. Weren't spot on.
I heard it connect, for the love of God. Everything is being funky today. It's SharCo's fault. He bought that tractor and everything went south.
Oh, yeah. This tractor's actually cursed. That's why it was so cheap.
It's a
Yeah,
curse.
that would explain a lot.
I'm gonna go and repair it.
You
Just
didn't.
gotta go repair it and be broke.
You didn't repair it when you didn't repair it when you picked it up,
No.
dude.
That's
Okay,
what the
awesome.
problem is.
It still ran fine in that field.
Yeah, but you're burning more fuel.
I also think that my wheel is jacked up right now. I don't think my settings are what they should be.
Did you mess with your settings?
Nope, didn't touch them.
Okay. Well, no then.
That's a good point, Jonathan. Although we're on a dedicated server for this, so hopefully the dedicated server has my back. Yeah, I don't know.
We're not hosting it anymore, so we won't be kicked out now.
I don't know what's going on. No, the game might. Then the game wouldn't crash for all of us, so that shouldn't affect. Oh, you
Won't
plowed.
affect save data, hopefully.
You plowed under crop down on this end, so it's not accepting any fertilizer. Except for the spot that I plowed in, which I'm just butchering.
This is actually really cheap to repair.
Really?
Only 4,000.
That's
And
not
it's
terrible.
Well, it's basically broken too. Like there's only it's red. Like there's I'd say maybe 10% left of the bar. But now to repaint it, it's going to cost 9,000.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
do you
get
really
it.
need paint?
Nope.
You don't need no
I can't even tell
stinking
that the
paint.
paint's, I can't even tell the paint's broken on it. So.
I am just butchering this job today. I can't get adjusted. My mic's not working properly. I can't.
You sleep on the wrong side of the bed or something?
No, I slept where I always do.
He's driving on the wrong side of the road. He's sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. He's just driving on the wrong side of the road. Or farming
Alright.
the wrong side of the field.
Lag spiking all over the place.
Yeah, we might as well blame SharCo. We blame everything else on him anyway.
I repaired my tractor, and that tractor caused Harv to lose frames.
That's what it was. That's where the lag spike came from. Because when you do that repair like that, it actually resets the tractor. Like, almost like it creates a brand new one, you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Sometimes. Well, and especially if you do upgrades to it.
Yeah, I don't know if you do upgrades
Oh,
to it. It
yeah.
does.
If you do upgrades to it, it can be nightmarish.
The thing is, it says it needs painting. Don't think it does.
And don't paint it. Did you change the color on it while you were in there? Yeah, you did.
Nope, this is the color when I bought it.
Really? That gray? Just like... Oh, you changed it when you bought it.
I changed it when I bought it. Yeah, yeah.
SharCo broke the internet.
SharCo, why are you breaking the internet?
Mom, SharCo broke the internet.
Yeah, what you break the internet for? All right. Let's see what this field needs.
I know there's a couple of spots that's going to need some lime.
No, you can't have any lime. We're not doing lime today.
No, we're doing lime.
Of course we are. Actually, the lime down at SharCo's farm might be enough to do that a little bit.
Well, I had already bought it, and it's already at the shop. So
Oh,
you don't have to run all the way down to his farm to get it.
then I'm debating on where to put this fertilizer.
Oh, well,
What is going on? I am lagging like an idiot here. This sucks.
I can hear for your mic, it sounds cutting in and out.
They really,
Yeah.
they really should make a lime spreader called the coconut, so that I could say I put the lime in the coconut.
that would be brilliant.
Hmm.
Okay, that
That would be.
little strip is filled.
Thank you.
Kyle playing farm sim. Yeah, that's what that's what I always did. I'd put on somebody's video or stream and then fire the game up and have it on a different monitor.
Say, Caveman, you can probably return the tools, like the subsoiler. Or you bought the subsoiler, didn't you? The plow.
Yeah, the only thing that I got the plow leased, got this machine here leased, but I'm letting a worker go ahead and take care of getting all the rocks off my field. At least plow can go.
I'm going after the lime.
All right, it's at the farm. It's at the shop. After the lime's done, I guess we're gonna put grass in both fields.
I have not tested bees thoroughly. I have thrown them on, but I can't tell you if there's a definite difference in the crop or not when bees are active. I will tell you that the bees continue to stay active even when there's no crop on the field. They continue producing honey. Oh, that's a lot of lime. Harley, I'm sorry, I did see you come in and then I totally botched it and missed it. So Harley, how you doing? We love you too, Harley. I saw you said I love this guy. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. So Caveman, you ever check out the picture of my gaming? Yeah. Go ahead, Caveman.
Yes, I did check out the picture of your gaming rig. That was pretty cool.
Farmer Rory, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Trying to get Caveman's farm all taken care of. We've actually got work to do all over the place right now, but today is Caveman's Day. We had a solar flare storm that affected satellites recently. Maybe that's the problem. SharCo satellites have got me.
I found a perfect spot to park my tractor.
Oh, I'm afraid to ask. All right.
It's a safe spot for it to be parked.
What are you planting, Caveman? It's October. There's not a whole bunch of options there.
Pretty sure I can still plant grass.
You can definitely plant grass. You doing all grass?
All grass.
That's real grass, not the slang grass, right?
Am I the only one that's annoyed by the fact that you can't raise or lower placeables anymore?
Yeah, it's annoying.
It
Especially
is.
when they force themselves into the ground.
Yeah, that is annoying. Oh, SharCo found the perfect place to park his tractor. That means he found a patch of water to park in. Yep, that has
Okay,
to
I
be
found a
it.
great spot to park it. Found a great spot to park it. It's actually out of the way. My tractor is out of the way.
It must be in that barn over there somewhere. Well,
I just bought
go ahead.
myself a greenhouse.
Saw that. I just rolled up on it. I was like, oh, there's a greenhouse there all of a sudden.
That's something I don't own.
I think it is a SharCo storm that is messing with the satellites. That very well could be.
Sharky, if you don't have anything to do, you want to run get the water trailer?
I was going to do that, yeah.
That would be great. That'd be great.
We're doing the fence faster.
And fill it up.
Fine. Yeah, and fill it up on your way back.
Yep, I can do that.
I'm pretty sure you got to go buy a water source to get here anyway.
I'm sure I do.
So that your fields are even, caveman, I'm just going to do lime on the whole thing.
That works for me.
Whoa, I'm having a massive lag spike.
Justin says conveyors are a bit broken right now in the game. They get stuck turned on and you don't actually transport the silage. You have to restart. Well, I think to make silage, we're going to be baling for the most part.
You mean they're turning the silage into the bunkers? Because that's always been like buggy.
I think he's
Putting
talking
it
about
into a bunker but taking it out of a bunker hasn't been. I haven't tried it on 22 to be fair, but on 19 it wasn't bugged.
Yeah.
the bunker silos are buggy. There's something with them. You actually saw this, caveman, because I think you were helping me at one point. You can get
I saw
most.
I saw that, but I'm talking about the conveyors and the bunker silos in particular.
Oh, I
play
see.
around with it.
Yeah, I have found that bunker silos, when you put your silo or get ready to take your silage out, you can get all but the last 2,000 or 3,000 liters, and then you're stuck with that silage in your bunker silo, which isn't too cool.
Yes, Rob, the bales do need to ferment, but I don't know if everybody saw my little setup that I've got put together for it or not, but as soon as I get this rocks taken care of, I'll hook it up and Harv can show it to you.
The bales don't take any longer to ferment than the bunker silo does, though.
No, they don't.
They ferment in the same amount of time, and frankly, I find the bale handling equipment pretty darn good now.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's a bale trailer that I absolutely love, and we don't have any auto load stuff in the game yet. And to be honest, if I got an auto load bale trailer, I might just stick with the one that I've been using because I like it so well, and it's a base game bale trailer. I'll show that to you here in a minute too.
You talking about the Anderson?
Yep.
That was base 19.
No, it wasn't.
Sure.
No, it wasn't. It came with the
That-
DLC.
Yeah, there was an Anderson
Oh, the
DLC.
Anderson DLC?
Yep. Oh, you can't get the plastic off in your bunker. That's frustrating too. That's a carryover from FS19.
Yeah. Like, you remember the reason for 19 is I feel like taking too much out at a time or something like that?
For me, it was always if I tried to use a Oh, I try to use a forage wagon to collect the silage.
Mm.
If the bunker isn't already open all the way, it breaks the bunker and you can't open it any more than just the beginning. You can, however, use a front loader with a bucket on it, and that front loader with the bucket on it will, you've actually got a creek right by your farm, Caveman. SharCo might be able to fill his trailer from that. I'm not completely sure, though.
The one that runs around my
No.
farm, no, it's too shallow.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Also, my grass field needs fertilizing. We'll need to get that done before it grows.
I agree with that, Jonathan. Why they don't have chicken transport in the game, base game, and they let the animal dealers rip you off, maybe because they just figure chickens are so cheap it's not worth the savings. Well, guess what? Some of us are tightwads, and we want every dollar. We don't want to give it to an animal dealer.
Right. This is my little grass cut setup. If you want to show them.
So this is Caveman's mowing rig right here. He's got his handy dandy case over there, Case Maxim. He has got a, is it the Kuhn mower?
Cone. The cone.
Oh, there, I got stuck on your mower. My camera got stuck on your mower. And then the Pottinger baler wrapper. This thing is a dream. It actually discharges the bales automatically. You don't have to manually discharge them. It's a beautiful setup. In fact, I would probably pat myself on the back a little bit for helping him figure that out. He figured out the mower part, but the baler, I found it first. Because we're having a contest, right? Marilyn! Marilyn, how are you doing?
Hey, Marilyn! How's it going?
man.
Wow, haven't seen...
Haven't heard from you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been... Well, I've heard from her a little bit, but on stream or anything, we haven't seen you. How are you doing, dear? Marilyn is my Australian mother. Let's put it that way. She's got the same name as my mom. And she's an absolute sweetheart. And she's actually showed up in a few of my videos as a character here and there.
I have a terrible lag right now.
I had a terrible tickle in my throat.
You
So,
gotta go to the gas and it like waits like 4 seconds before it actually decides to stop.
if you want to do just straight grass bales and not silage bales, I have not found a way to shut the wrapper off.
Make the largest size bale and it won't automatically wrap.
Oh, that's a good point. So the other great thing
Doesn't use the wrapper.
the other great thing about this baler is that you can bale in 3 sizes: 120, 150, and 180 centimeters.
125, 150, 180.
Okay, whatever. The smaller two, they run 3,500 liters, 5,500 liters, and 7,500 liters. The smaller two will wrap, the biggest one will not. So if you just run the largest size bale, you've got extra large grass bales. FF, a man who found a life. A big one, too. How you doing, bud? Oh, Marilyn, you're such a sweetie. I feel better now that you're back with us today. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I've missed you, dear. We need to chat again sometime soon. That's right. Marilyn spent the beginning of her life in Wales, UK, in Wales, and now she lives in New South Wales, Australia. So she went from one Wales to another. And anybody who watched the Chellington series, you remember Julie, who ended up running Harv's Helping Hands? Well, that Julie is based on Marilyn's partner in this world, who's an absolute sweetheart too. Takes very good care of Marilyn. In fact, if you watch the Chellington series, it was Marilyn who recommended Julie to me as the person to run my operation there. Or at least she needed a job, and I gave her a job, and she worked her way up. So it's a win-win for everybody.
You get lost going to get that water tanker, SharCo?
No, I'm having lag. Terrible lag.
Well, I can hear it in your mic. You got a little digital there.
Oh, I can tell.
Gary, that is a round baler. And I'll tell you, I used to hate round bales, but I would never go back now. That baler and the Anderson round bale trailer, game changer for Harv, in my opinion.
Well, actually, can hold more. The bale trailer, round or squared?
Round.
Round can hold more bales.
Yep. Ooh, look at that go. SharCo is playing in the water.
No, I'm actually playing with a wall.
Cole Roper, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Thanks for the great videos. I have a question in landscaping mode. How do I make the cursor bigger? It's, if you're on PC, bud, it's on 22. It's L and M. If you're playing 19, it's the arrow keys on your keyboard. I don't know the commands for PlayStation or Xbox. I only know the PC commands. So it's this big grass field, SharCo, that you need fertilizer on?
Yep. And I'm right now with having difficulties with the wall.
Difficulties with a wall.
Tear down the wall. Tear down the
I
wall.
wish I could.
Tear down the wall. Okay, SharCo is not a Pink Floyd fan, I can tell.
Oh gosh, now I'm inside a ditch underneath a bridge.
But at this point, it probably would have been just easier for me to buy a water trailer for my farm.
Oh, SharCo, I thought you were going to clear the weeds off of this field. You didn't take the weeds off your grass field.
I didn't have time, so I decided not to. Or I shouldn't have time, I just didn't end up doing it.
Alright, don't blame me when you don't have
wall.
you have a maximum yield on this thing. Okay, let's see. Staff Sergeant. The other day I was asking what folks were thankful for. Yes, I was, absolutely. I don't think, yeah.
Tile contracts are
Well, I found out
bugged.
recently that one of my cousins, one Albert Laver, was one of the few cockleshell heroes. Very cool. I have family in Australia. There's even a place named after them, Lavers Hill. Staff Sergeant, that is very cool, man. Congratulations. It's always good to have a famous heroic relative. I don't know who the cockleshell heroes were. If you wanted to fill me in on that, I would love to find out. If not, I'm definitely Googling it after the stream. I love those tidbits of trivia.
Information. Kyle, harvesting contracts are currently bugged. They're working on an update for it. It should be with the next update for FS22.
Caveman, I thought you had discovered that as long as you turn off straw swathing on your harvester that you could complete most of those contracts.
That was working for me, but a lot of people it's not. So, I mean, you can try that.
Stop.
If it works for you, great. If not, if you're on PC, there is a workaround, but it does involve XML editing. So you will need Notepad++.
Outstanding.
Look at you trying to get rid of this
Absolutely
water.
outstanding.
There we
Bruce, $10 for our families in need at Christmas time. Thank you so much, Bruce. Very generous
Yes,
of
thank
you, and we greatly appreciate it. Big shout out to Bruce, everybody. And Kyle.
Thank you, Bruce.
Kyle breaks into the Grateful Red. 3 months, bud. Thank you so much for your support of the stream and the channel. It's been great having you in streams, man. They carried out the raid on Bordeaux during World War II. Only 3 survived to carry out the raid. Albert was one of the survivors. So, wow. Not only was he a member of that crew, he was one of 3 survivors. That is impressive stuff, man. Good for him.
Steven, is your thing full of water?
It shouldn't be.
It's not letting me fill it anymore.
Okay,
SharCo. Your field is
no, it is not full of water.
fertilized.
Wasn't wasn't letting me. Okay, it's not letting me empty this water trailer.
Did you totally?
I'm on top of the. Okay.
That's because you blasted it into a wall. You probably jumped into a river.
Well, the tractor's in the was in the river. Yes.
Blame SharCo. Hashtag blame SharCo, everybody.
Hashtag SharCo 5 miles an hour.
1955 film called The Cockleshell Heroes. Okay, that's really cool. I'm looking that up after stream. I'm telling you. And yeah, Notepad++ for the win. If you're on PC. And I'll tell you, I found out the other day that if you want some additional modding information, you play on PC. Giants actually has a modder's kit for $5 on their site. Heck, if somebody wanted to link it in the chat, I wouldn't be disappointed. And Caveman is already swearing by it.
I will tell you, it is a little bit basic, but some of the stuff that they tell you, I haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube. I have not seen anywhere on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet. Because a lot of times modders that figure that stuff out, they tend to keep it secret because that gives them a cut above.
Right.
I will say it's well worth the $5.
Well, see, Marilyn has seen the Cockleshell Heroes movie and she loves it. And if it's good enough for Marilyn, it's good enough for me. I will definitely be looking for that. Absolutely.
SharCo, are you still trying to fill that up or bugged out?
I'm not even going to try and drive it. I'm not even going to try. I literally tried moving it, and I got somehow the tractor on top of the greenhouse at one point.
I'm coming. And
Yeah, it's not letting you put any more in it because the trailer's empty.
I'm saying it's empty for me.
that
might explain why.
That's pretty SharCo-like. Oh, it's empty.
Well, it's an empty for me.
Do you need fertilizer anywhere else? Well, we forgot to roll your fields, man.
You
Well,
went
my,
all digital hard.
thing
What?
is-
We forgot to roll your fields.
Yeah, I forgot to grab a roller. It'll be alright.
I have a 700 millisecond ping right now.
Mine's running right at 40. It's not bad.
I'm running right at 50.
Hey, Hooked on
I
Quack.
usually run at 50.
Glad you were able to drop in at least. All the Cockleshell heroes were officers. 2 men, Major Hassler and Corporal Bill Sparks made it, but Marine Bill Mills and Corporate Albert Laver, who was posthumous mentions in dispatches for their part in the mission. Oh wow, so I'm definitely gonna have to check in on this after the stream. Okay, where do we stand, guys? What are we doing?
I want to fix my internet.
Is Caveman going to get more water?
Yes, I've gone to
Yes.
get more water, and after I get done with the water, I think my farm should be pretty well caught up.
Well, that was quick. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the subsoiler and head back over to SharCo's farm because I know there are fields over there that need to be taken care of at this point too. Because he was talking about plowing and merging fields over there. So if we're done with Caveman, we can go work on SharCo a little bit more.
SharCo, you should have said something. I would have kept the plow, and we didn't.
That's how.
It's more grass. I don't really care. So.
Well,
they're just small fields, and I'm gonna put them to use.
We were talking about the sunflower field and all of that. Are you merging or not? Or are you just going to plow them out and... Okay, so...
Just plow them out.
Going to plow them and plant those in grass also?
Yeah, might as well. They're too small to be anything else.
Well, I don't consider myself a youngster, Marilyn, but I'm definitely going to watch that movie. One of these years. Sooner rather than later, I hope. Trevor Howard, Anthony Newley, Christopher Lee, David Lodge, and Jose Ferrer. Well, it definitely had some big names in there. 1955
Yeah,
British Technicolor war film. Sparky spent 12 years in the U.S. Army jumping out of airplanes and getting shot at. I'll definitely look at that mission. Well, thank you for your service, Sparky.
Yes, thank you.
Although why somebody would jump out of a perfectly good airplane is beyond my imagination. And thank you for your service, Sergeant Sparky. Spent 12 years patching up military and civilians in the first Gulf War, as well as the NATO forces during the Yugoslavian Civil War. Man, you guys.
Yes, thanks for your service.
The Brits made the best war movies. I won't argue that. Although 3 of my favorites, Kelly's Heroes is one. A Bridge Too Far and The Great Escape. The Great Escape is probably no, it's a tie between The Great Escape and Kelly's Heroes. Honestly. And I'm not even going to say Saving Private Ryan, because frankly, I don't think Saving Private Ryan holds up all that well. It is a good movie. Oh, no. Best World War II ever. Not a movie, but a series. Band of Brothers. If you haven't seen Band of Brothers and you're a World War II fan, you're not a World War II fan. Oh, absolutely, Sparky.
In history class, we watched Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I think we had to watch it in history class too.
It's a good movie, don't get me wrong. And maybe I've just seen it too many times.
That's possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
Hey, Jordan, how's it going, bud? Welcome to the stream, man. You jump out of airplanes if you'd met the pilots? Maybe that's true. Now we're going to need a rock collector over here, too, fellas. Sparky spent some
I
time
only
in...
brought the teeter.
Spent some time in Bosnia and Kosovo. Interesting, very interesting. I have sadly never been off the North American continent. I've got to fix that one of these days. You can still take care of your weeds, SharCo, since you're just driving around in circles at the moment.
Hmm? Oh, I lagged out.
You can still take care of your weeds over there.
Yeah, I'll do that. I stopped lagging out.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Staff Sergeant. He lived where Saving Private Ryan was made. He got to hear all of the explosions and the planes flying overhead and all of that. That's pretty cool. Now that I would have liked to have seen. Outstanding, Jordan. Good to hear it, man. Have you seen To Hell and Back? If not, it's a must watch. Okay, I'll put that on my list too. I'm telling you though, if you haven't seen Company of Heroes yet, you gotta watch that stuff, man. That's an excellent series. Probably my favorite World War II anything. You watch this stuff about World War II, and you begin to understand why they called the people during World War II the greatest generation.
What?
I don't know what.
Unless, oh, maybe it's just lag. I was gonna say, I started plowing the field, and it was the grass was disappearing and not the weeds.
You started plowing the field? You mean weeding the field?
What? It's deleting the grass, not the weeds?
Because you're planting. Did you turn the planter on?
It's off. No, planter's off.
Dude, what are you doing to our game? You're trashing everything. WTF. Let's see here. Kyle, I like Hacksaw Ridge Fury, Saving Private Ryan, American Sniper, When We Were Soldiers, Wind Talkers was okay, and Black Hawk Down. I did like Black Hawk Down a lot, and I really like We Were Soldiers. That's a darn good one, too. Ethan. Mr. Hollingsworth, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you again. We have got Caveman's farm set up. We're down here working more on SharCo's farm while he destroys things.
And I'm filling
Apparently.
greenhouses.
Marilyn, you were born the year after the war finished. You're old as dirt. Well, you can think of it that way. But that's some pretty sweet dirt if that's the truth. My grandmother was a nurse in the Army, and my grandfather was in the 100. Wow, your grandfather was in the 101st Airborne? And tell me that you have seen Band of Brothers then, Sparky. Because that's the guys in the 101st Airborne, at least Easy Company, 101st Airborne, dropped into Normandy during World War II. I'm plowing your sheep, SharCo. Okay, not the sheep, but the field that's around their
Pen?
pen.
Ah.
Oh,
I broke my weeder.
Jordan got his first Christmas tree last Thursday. Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations.
For those of you who don't know, Jordan just moved into his first apartment, so he's experiencing life in the fast lane at this point. Moving on up with his own Christmas tree. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, man. 3 feet is 3 feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Honestly, I kind of like smaller trees because they look cute.
Your late father-in-law from your third marriage was a tail-end Charlie in World War II. I'm going to assume that a tail-end Charlie is maybe like a rear gunner on a bomber.
Kind of what it sounds like.
That's what I'm thinking. Tail gunner.
Okay, I don't think I can weed the grass field.
Oh, which reminds me, Memphis Belle. I liked Memphis Belle quite a bit too.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's about a bomber crew during World War II that it was the first bomber crew to survive their entire tour of duty, 25 missions.
That's not why that sounds familiar. Okay.
The plane was found less than 20 years ago in the scrap heap, and somebody restored it. Other than that, I can't tell you. In fact, it might even still be trying to be restored. I'm not sure. Right, Marilyn?
Yeah, it seems like I can't weed my field.
That's weird. Maybe because I planted it?
That wouldn't make sense.
I have no clue.
He owns the field.
I own the planter too.
That's true.
Maybe the subsoil just really messed it up.
It could be.
You mean the direct drill?
I was
The
saying,
direct drill.
could it be that they're too big to be weeded out?
Nope. No, they're first stage.
Yeah, but this late, I mean, it's been over a full day since that was planted, so
I guess it could be, but
that's a good one, Christopher. Bridge Too Far. I mentioned that one a little bit earlier when I was talking about my favorites. I like that one a lot also. If you've never
no,
seen,
it says it's only 50.
if you've never seen Kelly's Heroes, definitely check out Kelly's Heroes. It's a humorous take on something that supposedly actually happened during World War II. I get a kick out of it. Sometimes it's nice to take a serious subject and inject a little humor into it. As long as you still respect the material.
Did we still need a roller?
Well, apparently not, because SharCo, even though I'm plowing or subsoiling these fields, doesn't seem to care too much about them. I'm not sure he even wants the rocks off at this point.
Honestly, those fields, no, I don't care at all about those ones, because those ones eventually will just get plopped with sheep pens.
What about the other two up on the hill?
The other two I do care a little bit about them.
Well, you better, if you want us to take care of them, you need to start coughing up some equipment, brother.
Well, I can't do anything. I try and drive and I just get stuck going in circles.
Is your connection that bad today?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Hmm.
So for all I know, I could have been plowing the field perfectly fine, and it's just messed up on my screen. For all I know.
Oh wow!
All right, let me catch up with folks here real
generally
quick.
have no clue.
Marilyn's uncle that brought her racer was a rear gunner. Very cool. Tail and Charlie was a rear gunner on the bombers. Yep, got that one right. Memphis Belle was the name of the plane in the movie Heavy Metal. Yeah, but it was a real plane from World War II, and they made a movie about it with Matthew Modine, of all people, and a bunch of other young actors who became famous. or more famous than they already were. Kyle Krem's great uncle won a few medals serving on a World War II bomber. Very cool. New
cool.
New Horizons, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us for the first time, man.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Fred Chisholm, he's new here also. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us.
Stream.
Yeah. Oh, Maryland, how did I forget that one? The Bridge on the River Kwai. Yes. Fantastic World War II movie. And it's a little bit different from most of the ones we've talked about because it's set in the Pacific Theater, not in the European theater, but it's a fantastic movie with Sir Alec Guinness. Oh, that's a good one too, Mr. Sweet, Guns of the Navarone. Hawk Block, your husband is currently active duty 88 Mike Motor Transport. He's spending the holidays in his first deployment. We will keep him in our thoughts and prayers, and we genuinely appreciate his service. Thank you so much for sharing that, Hawk Block, and welcome to Harv's World. Good to have you with us.
Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
Ghost Pepper pushes $13 our direction. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And our total, by the way, leading into the stream, was $2,007. So that puts us at 2020. 2020. You guys should all be incredibly proud of yourselves.
Quick, somebody donated at least $1.
Oh, so it's 2021?
Yeah.
Sprue lives in the UK. He doesn't catch the Wednesday streams. He let me know up front when I asked him to be a moderator. But he'll moderate on Sundays. He does watch the streams after the fact, and I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that you guys missed it or recognized his absence. So it's always cool when, you know, somebody says, "Where's so-and-so today?" Unfortunately, you'll never miss my absence because, well, if Harv's not here, there's really not a stream happening. So, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's you know, I do miss you guys that stop in all the time, and you know, Jonathan was out for quite a while, and it's been good to have him back today. Marilyn, of course, we've missed having her around. She's such a dear. Bradley, obviously, he's been a big part of the streams, and there's many other people in here. If you stop showing up, we're gonna say, "Dude, what happened to?" Alright, what's our plan, guys? Because I'm plowing SharCo's field. I turned time down a little bit so we didn't run out. Because we're into winter, so our days are shorter.
I was gonna say, Caveman bought a roller.
Okay.
Or at least a roller. Stop.
We need the rock picker again if you're going to come up here.
This is not a. This is a meadow roller. So it does not push rocks back into the ground or anything. It's a meadow roller.
Oh, for your grass?
Yeah, for the grass.
Gotcha.
I was gonna see if it worked on a regular.
I'll lease it, but I don't think I can go pick it up.
What?
Or do we still have yours, Kate, at least? Your rock collector.
Nah, I sent you. You said we send it back, send all the stuff back, so I sent it back.
No worries.
Okay, everybody, man,
Actually,
everybody's really chatting it up today, so I'm having trouble keeping up. Jordan, talk about war movies. I like the movie Red Tails. Maryland, POW. Was there a movie called POW? Or Bridge on the River Kwai was definitely about POWs. The Memphis Belle. Yeah, the Memphis Belle was about the first bomber crew to complete a tour of 25 bombing missions in Europe. Yep, that's absolutely correct. Pulled some of the crew out after they had the belly land. Wow. That's one of the things they focus on in Memphis Belle, are the belly landings and how dangerous those were in the movie Memphis Belle. Cole Roper is still trying to increase the size of the cursor. So you're in the menu, and I'll let me just show you real quick. If I go into the FS22 menu here and I want to do some, oh, that's not it, landscaping. It helps if you don't close out. No, that's not what I was where I wanted to be to begin with. Construction, landscaping. We'll do painting. I'll just pick one of these. And you can see my cursor is really tiny. If I start hitting M, that's M, and L, or N, I'm sorry, N shrinks it back down. M, N, M, N, M, N. So that's it for 22. And the arrow keys in 19 always did it for me. So unless your keys got remapped somehow, which is a possibility, maybe you've got mods installed that are causing a key binding conflict or something. I don't know.
You could always check F11, not F11, F1 when in landscaping mode.
What does F1 do for you?
It shows
F1
which ones
still-
will say what button.
Yeah, it'll tell you what buttons do what.
Oh, right. Your controls menu.
Yeah, your controls menu.
Yeah, look at your controls menu. It should tell you exactly what you need to push to increase the size of the cursor. That's a good point. Why didn't I just think of the basics?
Because we kind of think alike and we always overthink stuff.
Right. Let's see. I thought I filled everybody in on Sprue, but I'll say it again. Sprue is in the UK. He can't catch the Wednesday streams directly. He does catch us on Sundays and moderates then, but he watches the stream after the fact. Oh, one of Marilyn's uncles was a POW. Wow. And Hawkblock says her husband's in Poland hauling, well, I'm sorry. Their husband is in Poland hauling ammo and fuel and training exercises. Poland is actually a beautiful country. It would be very interesting to visit. And luckily he's there on just training exercises. So very, very interesting indeed, actually. Don't know if you can call it a war movie, but you love Das Boot. That was a fine. I do love submarine movies. I love submarine movies. I would throw Crimson Tide and obviously a fan favorite, Hunt for Red October, in there too. Two of my favorite movies. At least war related military type movies. Matthew FF actually did drop in today and said hi to everybody. He's been incredibly busy. He's got a new job. He actually posted in the Discord that he's got his name on a list for an apartment. So he's going to be getting a new apartment. He said he was about to order a new car. He's definitely in the throes of real life at the moment. So I'm sure he would be here more with us if he could be. But he did stop in and say hi to everybody today. It sounds like he's taking the bull by the horns and moving things forward. So good for FF. I'm glad that's all working out for him. Real life, of course, always comes first.
Oh yeah.
Sure does.
The
Well-
internet's high second.
Yeah. That staff sergeant has a long history of relatives in the military, apparently, which is very, very cool. Let's see.
Thought I was planting, I wasn't planting.
Late grandfather was in the Yorkshire Yeomanry of the Home Guard. Not being from the UK, I don't know what that is necessarily, but it sounds pretty darn auspicious. I don't think I've ever seen Catch-22, David.
Oh my.
Mason Flynn, how you doing, man? What's up? Well, we got Caveman's farm sorted out. He had such a solid plan that it didn't take us long. He knew exactly what he was doing and wanted to get done. So I went back over here plowing out SharCo's additional fields.
I swear it'd be more helpful if it wasn't for this lag.
I don't know what everybody else is doing at the moment.
I'm planting.
Nobody's told me what needs to be done.
I'm waiting on direction from SharCo. We're trying to get him sorted.
Well, I can't really plant anything until thing, so I don't really know what to do.
Well, why can't you plant anything? The question is,
The only thing I can...
what needs to be done and what would you like us to do?
I don't think anything needs to be done anymore on my property.
Well,
Other than planting, but I'm using the planter now.
These
so.
fields haven't had rocks collected.
Yeah, I don't have the money, so I was just gonna wait until next year.
What about lime? These fields probably need lime, right?
Well, if they need lime, then yeah, I'd lime them. Do they need lime? Let's see. Oh, 67 needs lime. And they need fertilizing.
There you
I
go.
planted this one.
The spreader is still down at Caveman's farm.
I got it.
Yeah, I don't think... I know I have seen it on my list, but I haven't actually watched The Boy in the Striped Pajamas yet. That's one of those movies you kind of got to prepare yourself for. Which, okay, the best war movie of all time, hands down, without question. But it's hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Schindler's List. How did I let that one pass me by? Jordan, to be honest, I've kind of taken... I kind of took a breather leading up to FS22, and I'll tell you, bud, I'm getting back into it. I'm struggling with time constraints right now. I need to get a little better organized, but keep an eye out, man. This stuff is going to be dropping very, very soon. And some changes are coming. I'm not going to spoil anything, but, well, you'll see.
They're good changes, I think. At least for the ones I know of.
Oh, Kyle had a great-great-great-grandfather in the U.S. Civil War in the Union Army. Oh, another great, if you're talking Civil War, great war movie, Glory. That's a fantastic Civil War movie. It was one of Denzel Washington's first roles. He was an incredibly young man. And I believe he won an Oscar for his part in that with Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick, if you can believe Ferris Bueller as a Union officer, and a guy whose name I never know how to pronounce, Cary Elwes. The Dread Pirate Roberts. Oh well. I will just say this, Sparky, for all of you John Wayne lovers, I will say congratulations. I'm glad you enjoy his movies, and I'm going to leave it at that. Enough said. Actually, James, we just got a request today from drawing a blank all of a sudden. Who requested PV Uncharted for his birthday?
Oh shoot, was it Eric?
Eric, yes. And so we might do an impromptu PV Uncharted on Friday.
Well, my birthday's coming up too.
Because it's a birthday thing for a guy who's been really supportive of the channel. And we had said that we might end up back on PV Uncharted at some point. Go ahead, SharCo. Sorry, just wasn't quite done yet.
I thought my birthday's on Monday, but it's not. It's on Wednesday. It's a Monday, my birthday.
You know, if you plant this field, SharCo, the rocks cannot be collected. Oh, you weren't going to care about the rocks. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, these rocks on here,
Next
you
time
can
I plow
collect
it, I
them
will.
before you plant, but after you plant, you cannot collect the rocks.
I'll take the damage hit.
Yeah, I like Glory a lot.
I'm gonna go as long as that main field's fine. That'll be my moneymaker.
So, Greyhound, German U-boats in the Atlantic with Tom Hanks. That I will definitely check out. Let's see. Yeah, Marilyn. Schindler's List was a terrific movie. You're absolutely right. Eric is not used to seeing a cash crop of sunflowers go under, but this field is way too small. I don't know what they were thinking planting sunflowers in here, but they're
It's tiny.
They look pretty.
well, they look
They
pretty.
do look pretty. Oh, maybe it's personal sunflowers. Maybe they just want sunflowers for themselves.
They were
They
making
just grew a
sunflower
bunch.
seeds for the family, roasted sunflower
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah,
Aye.
they just planted it. I mean, that probably lasts quite a long time with the sunflower seeds.
It lasts a day or three.
Was I supposed to be liming a field?
If you have lime 60, 67, but it is half planted, so I don't know how well that's gonna work.
I don't know if lime will go after planting in 22 or not. I wasn't a problem in 19, but it's not taking the lime. Look at that.
Then don't worry about it.
It's taking it where it's not planted.
Okay. Like I said, I'm
Mhm.
not too worried about the fields because they're going to be used as sheep fields anyways. So,
Yeah, it still says need lime on just about everything you're coming across, Caveman, so I wouldn't get too excited about it.
fertilizer then.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people do, Marilyn. A lot of people do.
So imagine also has seemed to fix itself. So
There are many, many John Wayne fans in the world. Sparky had family that served in the 20th Marine. Very nice. The 10th of December. Oh, for you, Eric, the 10th of December is when your birthday is?
it's next Friday.
When's your birthday?
Mine?
Yep.
Mine's the 13th.
Jericho's is the 13th. Optimus was asking, when is your birthday? Oh, yeah. Love Robert Mitchum, Marilyn. Absolutely love Robert Mitchum.
And for anyone who's out there, yes, I'm born on the 13th. I have 3 black cats. My parents' number is 666. I'll just leave it at that.
The last post comes from the U.S. Civil War, and the son who was killed of a general. The last post is actually only composed of 3 notes. I'm not sure what that means. Look at all these tractors rolling around. Oh, the 20th Maine, Sparky. I've got you now. 20th Maine, not the 20th Marine. Well, I guess we're going to head to my farm then, guys. Because I've got soybeans, but the field is too small for soybeans.
What are you planting there?
Grass. What could I plant there?
Does it need lime?
I don't know.
It does not.
I was going to harvest those soybeans, but then because Caveman was initially going to harvest his soybeans, but then it worked out that it wouldn't pay us to fuss around with them, so
We can plant wheat or barley.
oh, we still have time to yeah, but it's still too small. This is going to be a grass field for sure.
Well, you say too small. You have canola in the field across from it, so you still have to have a harvester.
Man,
The harvest time crosses it.
all you 13th birthdays.
There are a lot of people who are on 13th.
Rob says he was actually born on Friday the 13th. And Hawkblock was born on the 13th, and her birthday fell on Friday this year. Kyle says 13 is his lucky number. He's never let SharCo borrow his tractor, though.
Yeah. I've got a cousin named Jason that was born on Friday the 13th.
I wasn't born on the third Friday.
Tell
I
me
was
his
born on
family
13th.
didn't name him Jason because he was born on Friday the 13th. Please tell me they didn't do that to that poor kid.
I don't know why they named him Jason,
Oh,
but I know
God.
they spell it Jaysun.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that.
So it could have been a coincidence and they named Jason. I mean, that's bound to happen, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
just
guess.
total coincidence that it was Friday the 13th and they named him Jason.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, well, 13 is Marilyn's daughter's favorite number, so it can't be all bad, right?
13 is my lucky number, so.
Good day, Shark. Are you running slow?
Yeah, I'm running at 25.
Yeah, this field is way too tiny to be anything but a
Oh,
grass
no.
field.
Doesn't seem to be working.
You guys have any idea how much mowing and baling we're going to end up having to do?
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm parking it.
I put Sharko in the water.
Really?
Yes. I spun him out with pallet forks.
I'm too slow for caveman.
Oh, okay. The last post is a tune played on Veterans Day in remembrance, often by a bugler. I thought in the States it was taps, as Sparky said. Bruce, seriously. Stuffed crayfish, crawfish, jalapeno poppers, and sweet corn? And you're not sharing
Sounds kind
this.
of good.
Why are you not sharing this immediately? I want some bad now. And I don't think I can get crawdads in Nevada.
Do we have seeds over here? Yes, we do.
Oh, Ethan is hopefully going to get his driver's license this week. You know, Ethan, it's interesting. I actually thought you were older. A bad assumption on my part, but you've talked so much about sheep farming in Australia and all the farm work that you've been involved in and stuff. I made a silly assumption. My apologies. But congratulations on getting that DL for the first time, man.
Yeah.
SharCo just got his.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's FF actually has been looking at getting his driver's license.
Oh, I did just get my full license, though. I was kind of on a learner's permit before that.
Yeah, but it would take an hour to explain the driver's license system
Yeah.
in Canada, so we're not going to not going to go there right
Yeah.
now.
That's fair. I don't blame you.
Sparky, no, you cannot create fields with a subsoiler. Not yet, anyway. That's why we're missing the
There is
the
a mod
Lizard
out there ready
6M.
for it.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
Cultivator Field Creator will allow you to use cultivators to create fields, but you do have to be modded for that. If you think about it, guys, we've gotten a lot of work done today in a short amount of time, really.
We always do. It for some reason feels faster than 19.
That's what happens when you have a plan.
Well, but even my farm was pretty fast too. Like I bought that second property because we were done already halfway through, so we needed something else to do.
Well, you wanted to get your sheep started. You hadn't done
Well,
that
actually,
yet.
I did
You
want
needed a
that too.
place for
I-
your
I-
sheep, so.
Yeah, I did want that. So I was going to buy that property anyways, but
We actually did a lot of merging today, James. We did do a lot of merging. I did not merge any of my fields, and they with the exception of this one, which just had soybeans in it that I thought I was going to get a crop off of, and then I changed my mind. The other two fields have been planted in canola, so they're good to go for now. And after the canola comes off, probably merging them will be the right plan. But I'll tell you, from my discovery so far, is that having a grass crop that you can turn into silage is a good way to keep money flowing when you only can harvest a crop once a year. Because you can harvest grass 3 or 4 times a year depending on when you decide to cut it. And silage makes pretty respectable cash, so that's the way I do it.
What's the 77 can be a standalone field. It's pretty big. But definitely 87 or 88 and 89 need to be merged.
Oh, yeah, Jordan, that Baylor windrower combination on PV Uncharted is pretty spectacular. You guys remember the big the baler that made 1,000 bales and bogged down the whole map? Joe was listening on his smart TV and couldn't comment. Did anyone mention Hunt for Red October? Oh, absolutely, Joe. I was talking about submarine movies and said Hunt for Red October and what was the other? Crimson Tide are 2 of my favorite submarine movies.
Oh, I was gonna say, Caveman, we don't need fertilizing on this field.
Yeah, it should be fully fertilized because we fertilized the soybeans.
Yeah.
I thought we needed the fertilizer.
No.
What we need is a roller because I've got small rocks in here but not big ones.
I don't have a. I've got a meadow roller, so it's different.
Hold up. Let me make sure I'm on my farm before I do this. Farms. They're there. Yep, I'm on my
If you've
farm.
got more than 53,000, you're on your farm.
I'm on my farm.
If he's got more than 13,000, he ain't on mine.
Rolling. And this roller only takes 160 horsepower to run, so.
I want to go pick it up.
And it'll
Train's going by.
It'll knock this field out in about 5 seconds. Because we need those little rocks pushed back into the soil. What the rollers do, guys, if you're not familiar with them yet, the rollers now, and there's different types, they do different things, but this roller that we're getting, you use it on your field, and what it does is creates a seed bed. It pushes small rocks back down into the soil so they don't affect your yield, and improves the top layer of soil, getting it ready for planting. And that will increase your yield by 5%. And even though it's only grass going in here, I want to make sure I get the most out of my grass.
I mean, I do too, but I already have a massive grass field, so.
Oh, Silent Running was a good old submarine movie. Yeah, absolutely. I forgot about that one too. Let's see, where are we at? Love some crawdads, but it might kill me. Well, I don't eat them then. We want to keep you around. There's an alternative to the 6M on a third-party mod hub that I downloaded. Okay, that's interesting. I'd be surprised if they didn't, Kyle. Frankly, the 6M was probably one of the more popular equipment mods available to FS19. Really, everybody kind of used it.
Oh yeah.
Hunt for Red October was
see
Sean
this.
Connery or Tom Clancy's first book. Yeah. Go ahead.
Why is trying to. Sorry.
Go ahead. I was just saying, go ahead.
Trying to create square. Trying to create square fields with the in-game plows, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, the chisel
So I
plows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce has been running mods that are under testing. Some of them are looking pretty good. Yeah, Ethan, based on the pictures you shared with us on, let me run that, please, just because then I can show everybody what it's doing. But thanks for getting it all unfolded. That's very helpful. So this is the field roller. And as we roll along, you can see there are small rocks sitting there. You can kind of see them, I hope. Once I go over them, they disappear. And then if I look at my map and check out my field, assuming I can find it. Let's get rid of fertilizer. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. So you can see that this is now creating a seed bed where I roll this. So ultimately a 5% yield boost just for pulling this bloody roller across the field very quickly. And this is the smallest one you can get. It's good stuff, Maynard. I like it. I don't know where that comes from. That was an old saying we used to say all the time when we were kids. Good stuff, Maynard. Anybody knows where that comes from, let me know. Did we lose Caveman?
No, he's right there.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, you just been awfully quiet.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of stuffing my face at the moment.
Oh, fair enough. Well, are you having crawdads? Because if you're having crawdads, I'm going to be real jealous. I've got to be honest with you.
No, I'm having apple pie toast crunch.
Oh, okay. Apple pie toast crunch. I'm going to assume that's a different variety of cinnamon toast crunch.
Sure is. It's apple pie flavored and it's really good. And I don't like apple pie.
That sounds pretty tasty. We used to eat a cereal when I was a kid called Apple Jacks that we thought was the bomb.
Apple Jacks.
Oh man, I love Apple Jacks.
Now most cereals are too sweet for me.
Well, you still have Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios. They're one of my favorites, and you can't find them hardly anymore. They're called Golden Grams, but there's knockoff versions of them that are pretty good too. That are pretty decent.
It's pretty sad the knockoff brands stayed out longer than the originals.
Right?
Did you ever have Frankenberry cereal?
Yes. Frankenberry? Sure. That's a Captain... No, that's not a Captain Crunch variety. Captain Crunch was Crunch Berries.
Yep, and Frankenberry is completely different.
I don't think I've actually seen Fury yet, Hawk Block. Kyle growing grass like an old man. That's right, Kyle, and you stay off my lawn, Buster. You kids stay off my lawn. It's only an acre of lawn, but stay off it. Have I heard of the iron harvest in France? I have not heard of the iron harvest. Marilyn's aunt was a flag bearer at the Cenotaph in London on Remembrance Day. Don't remember. I'm lost on the UK stuff, so you guys got to tell me what these things are. No disrespect intended. I'm just not that knowledgeable about all the stuff you folks are into over there. Rob's cake is going strong. Took a lot of work. That was 30 years ago, Marilyn. Wow. Ethan, when he rolled his real life fields, they had a planter behind the roller and just planted at the same time. That's pretty good.
He said roller behind the planter.
Yeah, whatever. Roller,
Planter.
planter, roller.
I think this farmer's gonna be really mad that there's canola growing in his field.
Oh, well, he'll get over it.
He'll get over it.
You're just gonna come back and there's gonna be a strip of sunflowers down one of our fields.
Easy is working on getting a gaming laptop. That's very cool.
Mhm.
Do yourself a favor, Easy, and get a cooler pad. That's good advice, Eric. Laptops can get very, very hot, especially gaming laptops.
Oh, they definitely do.
And if you're looking at a Razer brand one, double check and make sure it's got the good battery in it.
Mhm.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
I mean, most gaming laptops are designed to be plugged in anyways.
Well, a couple of the Razer ones, the battery would short out, and when the battery shorted out, it would fry the motherboard.
I know some good ones, or my gaming laptop, which I have, which is actually pretty good, is a Nitro 5. They make pretty good ones. I think Nitro 7, I think, is also a thing now. Let me search that up.
Frank, yes, I have seen Crimson Tide many, many times, and it's one of my favorite World War II submarine movies. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it earlier, a couple times maybe, but yeah, great movie. Um, Somebody needs to be eating sloppy joes. There's nothing wrong with those either.
I need to clean this laptop. It's disgusting.
Raisin squares, maybe Boo Berry for the win. There you go. The Wolves B, how are you doing? Reese's, I have not tried Reese's Puffs. Malto Meal,
Oh, they're good.
Malto Meal brand is not generic. They would be the first to ditch the box. Yeah, Malto Meal. They do kind of the knockoff versions. Those are usually like the golden grams that I buy. I think are from Malto Meal. That's not how they got their start, but that's kind of where they headed. Frank loves Lucky Charms. Man, we've gone the gamut tonight, haven't we? We've gone from World War II and everybody's relatives that served in the military across the world, which, again, thank you for your service. Now we're on breakfast cereals.
Anyone guess my favorite cereal? I can tell everyone it was already said in stream.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Got it. Eric.
No, I was gonna guess something maple flavored.
Nope. Nope, not maple flavored.
Eric was the one filling me in on good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. Comes from Malto Meal commercials. Got it. And then Dust Bunny. Dust Bunny came in with the explanation. Much appreciated, Dust Bunny. I wasn't quite putting two and two together, so thanks for clearing that up for me. Harv, you must see the cenotaph if you come to London. It's the tomb of the unknown soldier, a World War One memorial. Okay, that makes complete sense now. We'll return the roller. Yes. Okay. So it's London or England's version of the tomb of the unknown soldier. I will forever now, thanks to you fine folks, know what the cenotaph is. The Iron Harvest is when unexploded bombs and shells for World War I come up when they plow their fields and oh wow. That makes complete sense, and I know that is still very much an issue in many places around the world. Leftover ordnance from various conflicts. People, even in 2021, are still being killed by stuff from World War I and World War II.
Apparently there's a ship off the coast, I can't remember, somewhere in Europe, that has almost as much thing as a nuclear bomb that's underwater, but they don't want to disturb it in case it does detonate. Even though they shouldn't, because the fuses have basically should have just died due to salt water.
I say Reese's weird? How do I say Reese's weird? Everybody I know calls it Reese's.
It's I'm pretty sure in Canada it's called Reese's.
Well,
and I'm pretty sure the rest of the world calls it Reese's, but states I don't know. I think it is culture.
Although I think we call it Reese's Pieces.
I know both companies are called Reese's.
Either way. Well, it's the same company.
It is the same company.
There was another company called Reese's.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. You speak your way, I'll speak mine. It's my mouth, I'll say it my way. It's your game, play it your way.
Oh yeah, I mean, you talk about us, we say about and about, and apparently they sound the exact same.
No, you guys say a boot.
We don't say about.
A boot.
No.
There's
that's
no
not right.
boots
It's not
involved.
about
Ravens Gaming, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping in. Crunch berries, yeah, I like the crunch berries, or I used to when I was a kid. They say SharCo cereal would be Captain Crash.
It's in the Century Captain Crunch, and that is correct. Captain Crunch is my favorite.
That sounds about right. Ryan, if you love Count Chocula, throw it in there. Absolutely. World War One ended.
It's pronounced.
World War One ended 11:11 a.m. November 11th. SharCo has Reese's right, whatever. In Kansas, we say it the way SharCo says it. Well, it's your mouth, say it your way, and I'll do the same thing. Tomato, tomato, that's right, Kyle. Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Sam Elmore, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, it looks like we're probably going to be calling it here. We've gotten all of our work done for today. Caveman's farm is set up. SharCo, we got his farm squared away. We have got my farm squared away. And now it's time to let Mother Nature do her job and hopefully come up with something more for you to watch next time. I'm trying to check something out before we bug out here. Man, I don't have the best connection today either, guys. Although I'm running an awful lot through it. Come on. Okay, guys, here's what I'm going to tell you. There's another stream going on right now, and I think it's time for Harv's World, since we're going to be wrapping up here, that we all do a raid. What do y'all think about that? And I see that Driver 53 is streaming right now, so jump on his channel, jump into his stream, and say, Harv's World here. Harv's World here is to say, yo. Harv's World raid. And be supportive, guys. Give him a like. Do whatever you feel right to do. But for now, that's going to do it for Harv's World. We very much appreciate you coming along. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Caveman SharCo, any final thoughts?
No.
Nope.
None at all?
Well, everyone who's
Not
having a
at
birthday
all.
very soon, happy birthday. If it's before the next stream. Other than that, enjoy.
All right, guys. Let's rate up Driver 53. Have a great rest of your week. As always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride, and until next time, take care. Driver 53 Gaming.